Hello everyone and welcome back to P3D. Today we are at Edinburgh by fan request. We were told by you guys you'd like to see us fly somewhere out of Edinburgh, and so we shall. Today we are in an aerosoft Airbus A319. We are flying EasyJet. I'm sure if you live in the UK or even in most places in Europe you've heard of EasyJet. Who hasn't these days? And the type of aircraft we're flying is an A319. So we're going to be flying this aircraft all the way down to Munich today. It's about a 2-hour flight. Obviously we're on Vatsim winner, aren't we? But yeah, we're departing from UK2000 Edinburgh. We're flying into, I can't remember who the scenery from Munich is. I believe it's Taxi2Gate, although I might be incorrect about that. I'll need to check who actually has links in the description for all that. But yeah, it's a pretty short and pretty simple flight. It's early on Vatsims. As you can see, the sun is just rising over the UK, so it's pretty quiet as far as Vatsim goes. No real ATC, no real air traffic around the area of concern. However, that may change. We've got 2 hours to spend in the air, so that very well might not last. There may be a bit of traffic as we go into Munich. A little bit about the aerosoft Airbus. You've probably not seen this anywhere other than my streams, and it is a superbly modelled aircraft. Like, even the fan blades just rotating slowly in the wind. Just a really impressive aircraft overall. So yeah, that's all I have to say for the intro. Once again, thank you for the support on these videos. Didn't realise these videos would be so popular. So without further ado, let's hop onto the flight deck, close the catering doors, and let's go to Munich. Okay, and welcome back to the flight deck. Now this is the aerosoft Airbus flight deck. If you're a flight simmer, you've probably seen this before, so I'm not going to waste time explaining how it all works. It's a really simple setup, and as far as clickability goes, well, it's got some, the necessities, like all this stuff, but some stuff like, say for example, cockpit door lock or gravity gear, or some of the stuff up here isn't actually clickable, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to have had maximum clickability. Unfortunately, that's not what we're getting today. The aircraft, you can see, is in a cold, dark state. That is because this is the first flight of the day for this aircraft, and it hasn't been powered up yet by ground crew. But we're going to change that. We're going to put the PDF lights, I'll put them there onto bright. I'm just setting up all of the lights, ECAM display switches onto bright for when we fire up the screens. I don't know if it's just me, but I tend to turn this on after I tend to turn the batteries on after I've turned the batteries on. Right, so batteries can both come on. It's a little tube right there. Yeah, those look fine. Okay, external power can come on. The ADIRSs can all come on to nav. Turn the flight directors off for now. Let's see. Okay, we're going to check that the electronic hydraulic pumps are on. Let me just see, where is it? IRS. Hydrogen pump is on. Okay, IRS is lined in 5 minutes. Okay, so we get 5 minutes to waste. Fuel pumps can come on. There we go. And engine generators are both on with fault lights. Packs 1 and 2, they're both on with fault lights. The hot air is on. Okay, engine anti-ice and probe heat is off. Emergency lights are armed. Cabin signs both on, and nav and logo lights are both on, and the GPWS they're all on as well. Okay, nice. We'll turn the communications on and we'll tune Unicom for when we're going to be talking to them. Oops, wrong one. Right, so we'll close the doors as well for catering so they can get lost since we don't need them anymore. You can see catering off to our side there, and they're going away. GSX, by the way, great add-on, you should totally all get it. Hashtag, don't know what hashtag can we use for that. Top-notch endorsement. We'll shut the window as well. Lock the window. Right, 3 minutes to the IRS's line. So pedestal, set parking brake. Verify flaps are at 0. Speed brake is retracted and disarmed. Engine master switches are both in the off position. Engine mode selector is on normal. Thrust levers are set to idle. Transponder is on standby. The radio control panel is on. Frequencies, well, we're not going to set it yet. But we will set it when we're ready to go. It's just because Unicom can be a bit distracting. Okay, and we'll go over here. We'll select recall. Recall anything that we need to recall. Landing gear is verified down, and the MCDU door page is up. The anti-skid is on, and we'll turn the flight directors on as well. Right, 2 minutes to set up. Airports can come off. Anything else we need to do? Guess we can call for boarding. So let's call for request boarding. Right, so now that we've requested boarding, you can hear them probably in the background. Our cargo car is going to come up. Let's go outside and take a look at the cargo being put on the aircraft, shall we? Okay, so we're now watching our ground crew load the bags onto the A319, and he's loading quite a few bags on now. Obviously everyone on planet Earth just has blue and red bags. It seems to be a fashion trend this year and last year and all the years before that as well. Surprisingly, we don't actually have anybody putting cargo into the front hold. It's all going into the back hold, which is quite interesting. If you're wondering what the fan noises you can hear in the background, that's this thing, this ground power unit over here making that noise. And I've no idea why it sounds like a really weak computer fan. Maybe one of you can answer that. Let's have it. If we look at it from this direction, shall we? If we can, let's hop inside the cargo hold for a bit, and let's watch him load it in from this direction. This might be cool. We can be like the guy that receives the cargo on the other end and stuffs it down the end. You know, and take that one, and take this one. But it's very nicely modelled inside of this cargo hold. I might do a video of just, you know, POV life of a cargo container, you know. That'd be quite cool. Right, boarding's complete. Let's go and load up the FMC and set up our pre-flight management computers. Okay, and we're back on the flight deck. We're now going to set up the FMC. If you've never seen this FMC before, it's pretty simple to operate. First page we're going to want to go to is the initialization page and put in our flight plan. Right, so we're going to align the IRS first. We're going from Edinburgh to Munich in Germany. Our flight number today is EZY39NL November Lima. Cost index, no idea what EasyJet use. I'm going to put 30, and we're cruising at 35,000 feet today. So this is the initialization page, and it just gives us all the information we're going to use. We'll set our transponder code since there's no ATC on. It could be 2000. And we'll set QNH to 1011, as that's what the QNH is outside. It's also only 6 degrees outside, so pretty cold. Not the warmest day today by far. Let's see. So we'll confirm that the iris is aligned. I'll put our flight plan in as well now. So departure from Edinburgh, runway 24. I'm going to use this departure. I know this departure is a bit outdated, and I am in the process of updating my AirAC, but for now it's what we've got. So up to Tala, and I'm going to cut the rest of the flight plan because it just takes a bit of a pain to put the rest of the flight plan in, but I'll be back with you once I've completed entering the flight plan. Okay, and we're back, and the FMC is completely set up with departure and arrival yet to come. The only thing we need to do now is put in flaps 1 and get our V speeds and our transition and our thrust reduction rate and acceleration rate. Is awesome. Climb, that's fine. Don't need that, don't need that. Yep, everything looks great. So max flight level, okay, and that's where we're awesome. So we'll switch that to flight page, and that's the FMC set up now. We're almost ready to go. A couple more things we need to do is we just need to check our fuel levels. So we've got 6,000 kilograms of fuel. We'll start the APU up now. In fact, we'll remove the traffic cones and all that sort of stuff, and we'll start up the APU and start switch, and that should have put the APU. Now the APU is very easy to watch on this. Well, it's more easy to understand than it is on the PMDG. Basically, once the N gets to 100, you'll know when it's running. So you just need to wait until the little line that's going at 30, 40. Once that gets to 100, that's how you know. Well, that's how I always know APU has now been turned on. Pretty easy to understand, really. But yeah, I really do like the aerosoft airbus, and I can't wait to see if they release the A330 that they have so prominently hyped about developing. So it will definitely be interesting if they do end up doing it. Right, okay, so as you can see now the APU is available. We'll turn the APU bleed on as well. We can disconnect ground power, like so, and you'll notice in a minute we'll lose the sound of the ground power in the background. So external power is off, all doors are closed and armed. I'll bring the beacon light on as well. Okay, so we'll just check before start. We'll put our V speeds in, so 130, like so, and initial altitude, well, with no ATC on, so initial altitude for 35, and we'll set runway heading of 242, if I can get it. 242. Awesome. Right, anything else I need to check before we start? Nope, everything's all good. The only thing that we would do now is talk to the passengers, but we're not going to do that. We'll now tune Unicom 122.8, and you can hear now that the sound of the fan has gone. So what we'll do is we'll call up for push and start. Right, because it's cold out, I would imagine we're going to be getting de-icing. Yeah, so it looks like the de-icing trucks are coming to give us a bit of de-icing treatment, just because it's cold outside Edinburgh. It's not that cold. What's the temperature? It's yeah, it's only 6 degrees. It's not cold. Oh, what have I done? I was in the wrong view. Yep, it's fine. So now we just need to wait for the de-icing trucks to come along. So I'll cut back. Right. So we're having no idea what any of this means. So just to Alright, let's cut outside. Let's have a look at the outside, shall we? I understand it's very loud because the APU is running, but you can see the de-icing trucks there off the side, dousing the wing. It's quite cool. Nice. Okay, so we are now in the process of getting pushed back now that the de-icing trucks have gone away. However, we've just been told via ground on the headset to wait until we're fully pushed back before committing to an engine start, just because it's icy. I would imagine this is a real world thing that they do. However, I'm not sure. Okay, so they're locking their gear into place. Alright, so now we just need to wait for them to finish locking gear. There's the marshaller buddy, his little EasyJet badge. Okay, release parking brakes. Okay, so like you heard him say there, we need to wait until the push is complete before we can set engine start. But we'll get ready for our engine start. So basically, engine mode selector, ignition, and that is on the eCam engine page. Right. So now we'll just wait for the push to be completed. Yeah, so let's just wait. Okay, so pushback is complete. We'll set our parking brake, and we'll get ready for engine start. We'll switch that to actually 20, get our nice range change there. Right, so engine 2 master switch on, and engine 2 now coming alive, while the nice tow truck driver unlocks the gear. Right, the tow truck should back up. We should be able to see him. There he is. I believe we're the only people here at Edinburgh this morning is Vatsim traffic. I believe the rest of these guys are just static, which is a shame, because it's always nice to have some normal traffic. This aircraft's actually supposed to leave from stand 1B, but Static Ryanair's taken that, which is unfortunate. Okay, engine 1 switch on, and watch the N1 rise. Awesome. Alright, there it goes, fuel being loaded in, and you can see the engines now coming alive. We'll wait for engine 1 to stabilise. And then it should come back down. Okay, so set all brakes to max while we're here. Okay, give it a couple seconds for engines to stabilise. Right, we'll switch this to weather and turbulence, put the weather radar on, just in case there's any bad weather. We'll start the clock, and I believe that is both engines stabilised. So after start, more like it. So the APU can power down, as well as the APU bleed can come off. The pitch trim is set, engine mode selector can come into normal. Spoilers are armed, and flaps 1 will take. Rudder trim is 0. Now we'll do a flight controls check. So where is it? Flight controls. So rudder, full left, full right, neutral. So pitch, full up,
Safety card is in your seat
fill
pocket,
down,
showing the exit routes,
neutral,
oxygen masks,
fill
life
left,
jackets, and brace position that you
fill
must
right,
adopt if you hear brace,
neutral.
brace.
Okay, flight controls check. It's complete.
Emergency exit at the rear,
And we'll go
four
onto
in
the
middle,
ECAM door page.
and two at the front of the cabin.
Okay, everything's
Floor lighting
fine.
will guide you to an
And
exit. Be
status
aware that your nearest exit
is
may
checked, and
be
we've received
behind.
the hand signal. Now there's no ATC, so we don't need taxi clearance, although we do know where we're taxiing to. We're taxiing to number 4, so we'll put 2-4, so we'll put the taxi light on,
and we recommend that you keep it
and we'll put the runway turn offs on as well.
Air supply fails,
Okay,
will drop from above.
so we'll release the parking brake,
To start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose
like so,
and mouth.
and let's begin the
Hold in
taxi
place
to
with the
2-4.
strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with EasyJet.
Okay, and we're at the holding point for runway 24, so auto throttle can come armed. We'll put TCAS on TARA. We'll go into wheels, check brake temperature. Okay, it's fine. Brake fans are off, sliding tables are both stowed, and we'll set external lights, so strobes, and we'll bing the cabin crew. Okay, there we go. And now the only thing left to do is to take off, so we'll release the parking brake again, and we'll taxi onto the runway. We'll check the approach, and we look like we're clear. I don't remember Edinburgh Airport having so many high-rises around it. Maybe this is future Edinburgh. Ooh, spooky.
Approaching 2-4.
Thank you. Stating obvious is obvious. Right, so let's just pull on nicely. I've never been to Edinburgh Airport before. It's a really good airport. So
On runway 24.
okay, and thrust toga. Okay, toga. Thrust set. 80 knots. V1 and then rotate.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Okay, gear up.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
And lower pitch of the nose.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
We are not getting a lot of lift.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
That's weird.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Did I have them turned off?
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Right.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
There's no shut up, shut your face. Right, don't know what that was there, but we didn't have a lot of climb power there. Right, we'll lower the notch now, pitching 10 degrees, and we'll set climb power. Okay, thrust reduction, and autopilot engaged. And set speed, and we'll bring flaps to 0, and put our speed bug to 250. Like so, yeah, so I don't know what that was. I believe it might have been because of ice. Couldn't have been because of ice. I don't know. Stick the wing light on as well. I don't know. Leave in the comments below what you think that was. For I am clueless. I have a couple ideas, but we just didn't seem to be getting enough climb power there, and we were definitely above the needed speed to take off. So what that was anyone's guess. However, I myself am clueless. Right, so where's my tablet for the after takeoff flows? And we'll run through them nice and quickly. Okay, so spoilers, disarmed, engine mode selectors, our normal, taxi light, our nose light, damn it, can come off, engine in the NTAs is on, and packs 1 and 2 is on. Okay, so we're about to go through 6,000 feet, and we'll then hit standards. But yeah, there's Edinburgh below us, and we're just now about to go through the cloud layer. But that's all I really had to do for the climb, so it's now just setting into later stages of the climb and cruise. So I will speak to you when we are descending into Munich. Enjoy the flight. Okay, and we are back. We're approaching into Munich now, and we're a couple of minutes away from touching down on the ground. Just now going below 10,000 feet, so we're going to start running through some 10,000 feet flows. First thing we're going to do is bring all these lights on, like so. We're going to make sure our sliding tables are stowed. Seatbelt sign is on automatic, so it is turned on. Landing system on. Pressurization isn't modelled, but it's checked anyway. And ECAM status recall. Okay, everything appears to be fine, so bring our approach range down. We're landing on runway 26 right. and once we get off 26 right, we're going to taxi to stand 115 and deboard the passengers. Meta for Munich is showing light rain. However, I checked it was like 20 minutes ago, so the rain might have subsided by now. Hopefully the rain has, but it is still cloudy and overcast, with not the best visibility. You can sort of see Munich down below us, but like I said, the cloud is obstructing the view, which is odd. Not odd, but bad. So we're just going to run for a couple of things, start decelerating even more when we get into the turn. We have to be at 5,000 by that point here. We're crossing the deceleration. We're going to decelerate to 220. Hold the speed at idle. There's not much traffic at Munich right now as Vatsim goes. We're just sort of focused about keeping our bearings as we go through these clouds. We'll extend the speed brake as we reduce speeds going through these clouds. Make it a bit bumpy. And there we go, this 6 knot tailwind. But apparently at Munich we're looking at 4 knots, so pretty low winds, so it should make for a relatively nice landing. Nothing too serious. Auto brakes today put on medium. I'll slick that onto the wheels page, just so when we land I can keep track of the temperature of the wheels, in case I have to put the fans on. There, look at that, that looks quite nice. You see all the trees there, giving off a nice autumn vibe. We'll go for transition level now. There we go. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh, bless me. Right, so we're now making the turn onto point. We'll actually reduce the rate of descent. We're actually going to arm the localizer as well, which has just been captured right away. Awesome. Right, so visibility is supposed to be very low until we can get below this cloud cover. Activate the approach as well. We'll lower the speed now to 200. There we go. And we'll set flaps 1. Okay, flaps 1 coming out. Okay, dokie. Right, so quite low visibility on the approach, which isn't great, but we'll just have to deal with what we're given, I'm afraid. But we're just now to 10 nautical miles of range. Yeah, weather's not in our favour today, is it? Right, so we're on the localizer, that's the important bit. And they're honestly a bit low for this portion of the approach. Okay. Yeah, here it comes. Here comes the bad weather. Right, we'll turn the window wipers on. Right. Window wipers on. We'll reduce speeds to 180. Initial approach speeds. Right. Who's making the glide? We're not even on the glide slope yet. Who's making? Alright, we'll arm the spoilers. Oh, shut your face. Right, we're gonna do an auto landing, because I cannot, for the life of me, see. Serious. I can't even. The visibility is very bad, and the thrust is just constantly going up and down, going nuts. But that's where we're supposed to hit 2,500 by and then descend from there. Although it just seemed like a bit of a steep descent going from that. But I'll put trust in autopilot for this one time. Right. Autopilot is doing its best to keep us in a stable position. Still got no sights on the runway. We'll wait for the glide slope to be captured. Come on. Where's it at? Oh yeah, there it is. A little purple diamond now coming down. We got 7 knot headwind. As you come and have a look at the window there. Has it stopped raining? No, it's still raining. Top notch, right. Glide slope's about to be captured. Glide slope captured, gear down. And decrease our speed to 160. There's the airport, I can just see the runway there. Okay. And we're bringing flaps
Approaching 26 right.
Okay. It's bringing us in nice now. Okay, it looks like the rain stopped. We'll bring these window wipers off because all they're really doing is helping lag.
100 above.
Okay, committing to an auto land.
Minimum.
Continuing, landing. Okay, reversers. Okay. And that's coming down to 80. 60. We'll disarm all the brakes and take a high speed exit. All the pilots off. Okay. And that can come back onto slow. Okay everyone, welcome to very rainy Munich. It's not the nicest weather. And that was an auto landing. I don't think I've ever done that on my channel before. Basically, I only do auto landing when the visibility is poor and I can't see. Right. We'll stop there after we vacate and find out where we're going. I believe we're going down there, but since the airport's pretty much empty, we don't have to worry. Right, we'll set parking brake. Okie dokie, so landing lights can come off, strobes can come off, nose onto taxi, and we'll fire up the APU. Engine mode selectors as normal, flaps are retracted, transponder can come onto TA only, checking brake temperature, looks fine. External lights are off, APU is on start, and the anti-ice can come off. Okay, right, now we need to find out where we vacated at, because I'm not actually sure where we've just vacated. So what does that say? That says Alpha 6. Okie dokie. Well, I believe the terminals are separated by 2. Let's see. Oh god! Using my super laser eye vision that every simulator pilot acquires. Okay. I've vacated on Alpha 6, and this is Taxiway November. And those are the 2 Lufthansa terminals, I believe. Right, I'm gonna get my charts up, and I'll be right back once I get my charts up. Okay, so I got my charts. I know where we're going. Just I got confused by the holding points. Okay, we can bring the weather radar off, like so. Nice. So that's Munich. I didn't expect the weather to be this bad, I'll be honest. I was expecting nicer weather for Munich, but hey ho, it can't be nice everywhere, can it? I don't know if there's anyone actually here at right now. And something I've just noticed, can you see that the wheels on this side are like 160, 170 degrees, but like on this side they're only 70 and 60? Is anyone else like, is that just, I mean, that, it just seems weird to me. Right, Alpha 4, this is apparently where we cut in. Okay. Right. Okay, so this is the area that we're going to want to park up on. Right, so we're looking for stand 115. So if anyone sees a 115, give a shout. That's such a weird, like there's a gate and then there's like a little floor bit. This is so weird. Because it almost looks like there's a terminal building missing, but then you realise there's not a terminal building. The terminal building's there, it's just that the gates are like, ah, that's freaky, freaky deaky. Right. 115. Hopefully the passengers will be happy to deboard or deplane. Alright. 153. Where the hell's one? Oh, are we on the wrong side? Are we supposed to be over there? I think we're supposed to be over there. I think we're on the wrong area. We'll cut up because I think we're supposed to be up at the top here. Yes, we are. Oops. No bother, we'll just cut through. Oh, Jesus, little bus thing, why are you doing that, mate? That's not funny. You probably think you're such a prankster. Right. Right, so 115, is this us here? Nope, that's 113. So I would imagine that 113 is next to 115. I'm going to take a bet that it goes up this way. 1112, 111. Okay, apparently not. We'll do a U-turn. This isn't the most professional taxiings by a long shot, but if you ever wanted to know how to do a U-turn in a Airbus A319, this is how. You just bring it round like that. It's very cheeky. Okay, runway turn-offs can come off, nose lights can come off, doors to disarm. And we'll bring it in on stand 15. I believe it's this stand we bring it in on. Okay, no marshaller, but we'll just bring it in ourselves. Because I haven't loaded up GSX yet. Okay. And there will do us nicely. Okay, we'll set parking brake. Confirm APU is running. And APU, bleed and cut engines. Like so, as the jetway connects up to us, and we'll turn these off. Okay, let's go through a power down checklist. So parking brakes is set, engine master 1 and 2 is off, we'll bring the seatbelt signs off, beacon off, fuel pumps can come off. Okay, and APU is down. Right, I'm going to APU plate off for now since we don't really need it. Okay, so let's get these passengers deboarded. So as we unboard at a rainy Munich, that is the flight complete. I had to actually warp, even though when I rebuilt the airport cache, apparently I was parking too far forward for GSX to recognise, so I had to warp back a bit. But now GSX is unloading all of our stuff, and all of our stuff being this one lonely cargo box, which is just suddenly changed to the airport service box instead of the individual suitcases we put on. The magic of aviation is truly real. This Munich scenery, by the way, absolutely fantastic. Some of the best scenery out there, and I would say this is definitely one of them. Just looks fantastic and is so visually pleasing. It just gives you that real aesthetic. The only thing, this jetway, this jetway, the door's there, the jetway's like all the way down here, so that's a bit silly, but overall it's fantastic. So that has been Edinburgh to Munich. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you want to see more, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Tell me when you want to see me to fly next and with what airline, or just give a destination or departure airport. It honestly doesn't matter, I fly anywhere. But once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next flight. Thank you, and bye bye.